I'm sure you'd agree there's many types of marketers today. There's tall ones, short ones, some are very smart, some are not so smart. Some will buy anything if you ask them to, and some will clam up at the first sign of buying pressure. Well, it's about 15 past the hour. Some people may be running late today, and I'm sure the students will start trickling in here at some point, but we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm Professor Flopkins, and I'm coming to you live here at the Learn with Gurn Academy in beautiful Moron, Ohio. Welcome. Today, I'd like to give you a really good taste of some of the top-notch training that we have here at the Academy. Our first class on the agenda is Sales 101. What I'd like to do is share with you a quick but extremely important set of ideas for all you millionaires in waiting, looking to boost your sales into the upper echelons. It's titled The 7 Deadly Sins of Sales. Now, I learned these concepts from my mentor, Hank Lipschitz. Now, these ideas were forged in the trenches, the hard way, through countless rejections, humiliating defeats, during the early days of my career selling pots and pans door to door. Hopefully you'll take some good notes and put in the time to study these ideas, master them, and put them to work in your sales presentations as soon as possible. Oh, I thought somebody was coming. Anyways, we'll go ahead and continue on, and for those of you who have, and for those folks who have signed up but have missed it, they certainly can get online and check out the video in the program at some point in time. Anyways. Oh, I thought somebody was coming. That was just the janitor out here. So let's get right to it. Pay close attention as I share with you how to avoid some of the major pitfalls I fell into as a naive representative a short 25 years ago. Now, these ideas are fantastic for new representatives, but they can also serve as reminders for those forgotten fundamentals for all you seasoned veterans out there. After all, like somebody said a long time ago, it's not what you learn, it's what you learn after you know it all that counts. Whatever that means. So here goes. Sales sin number 1. Looking or acting too polished. Let's face it, if you show up all clean shaven or waxed with a big smile on your face from ear to ear, your prospects are going to smell the snake oil from the other side of the door. You got to be very careful here. Folks today are extremely paranoid, and they'll immediately be on the lookout for a salesperson trying to sell them something. Their defenses will be on full alert.
Josie, get back. Oh, hi.
Hi, Mrs. Johnson. Gurn Flopkins, I'm right on time.
Ooh.
Go ahead and drop their guard by showing up just a little bit late. Maybe with your hair all messed up and your clothes unmatched and twisted around cockeyed. This disheveled, unorganized demeanor will allow them to feel so much more relaxed and comfortable with you right from the get-go. Hi, Mrs. Johnson.
Hi.
Gurn Flopkins. Hey, so sorry I'm late today.
Oh, it's okay. I had things to do anyway. Come on in.
Oh, thank you. So instead of having to slowly mope your way back to the car with your tail between your legs because nobody answered the doorbell, even though they saw you out the window, you'll most likely end up having an incredibly productive relationship-building conversation. Maybe even invite yourself to stay for a nice meal. It's a win-win. You see how easy this stuff is? Common sense, really. Sales sin number 2, being overly prepared. As the old saying goes, nobody likes a perfectionist. So along the same lines as sin number 1, here with sin number 2, being overly prepared will send out that uncomfortable vibe that you've been behind the scenes practicing and practicing your presentation over and over till your fingers bleed. You know it like the back of your hand. As a matter of fact, according to several unconfirmed studies, launching into a well-thought-out, smooth-as-silk presentation will cause those instant red flags to go up. That says, this guy's good. You're about to get bamboozled. Listen, in today's economy, this type of riverboat sales schmoozer will get escorted to the door faster than they can overcompensate for their low self-esteem. So to combat this negative perception, go ahead and fill your presentation with a wide variety of fits and starts and stammers and do that during your entire presentation. So, where was I? Mrs. Johnson?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. The absolute best part of this program,
Mm-hmm.
I just lost my train of thought completely. Anyways, sorry about
It's
that.
okay. It's okay. I will clean it up. It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, I made a mess of things, didn't I?
Yes, you did, but it's okay.
Oh. Can you see how creating this nervous, unsure persona projects to your prospect that you're just a human being? You're not perfect. And you're certainly not just some salesperson out there to sell them something. Well, maybe you are. But you'll soon discover how much better accepted you are to your prospects when they realize you're completely lost, just like them, although they'd never admit it. Next thing you know, an hour or so later, you're laughing together, toasting to a long and profitable friendship.
Here's my check for $1 million.
Okay, that should get us started very nicely,
Yes.
and we'll put that to work for you.
Mm-hmm.
I look forward to working with you.
Cheers.
We're doing pretty good on time here, so let's go ahead and we'll go into sales sin number 3. Having a sense of urgency. I'm sure you'd agree there's many types of prospects out there today. There's tall ones, short ones. Some are very smart and some are not so smart. Some will buy anything if you ask them to, and some will clam up at the first sign of buying pressure. It's with these nervous Nellies that anytime you try to move things along, they're going to perceive that as pressure. And that pressure is a sure sign of weakness on your part. As if you need to make this sale to get your Xbox out of pawn or something like that. This type of selling pressure will quickly be alleviated by the prospect's well-placed and vague, I want to think about it. And of course the air will come right out of your balloon. So now what are you going to do? Eliminate this problem and take all the pressure out of the situation by acting as if you could care less about whether you do business with them or not. You can take it or leave it. Doesn't matter to you one way or another. Amazingly, with this type of prospect, a complete disregard for the sale will most likely compel them to jump clean out of their seats and want to do business with you right on the spot. What do you mean in a few weeks? I want it right now. Skeptical? Let's watch. So what we'll do is we'll get together here in a couple of weeks and we'll think about getting this started.
A couple of weeks? I want it now, Gerd.
Well, Mrs. Johnson, if you insist. Now you see how taking something away from your prospect makes them want it even more? And this one's for your notes. Indifference, my friends, is king. Well, for those folks who have signed up but just haven't been able to make it here for whatever reason, they can certainly purchase the video program down the road. But we're going to go ahead and keep moving along here. And like I said, we are starting with the 7 deadly sins of sales.
Part of this whole thing
I've just lost my train of thought. And how are you?
Yeah, you're doing good too as you're leaning to this.